Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Werewolf today. This was super easy, a little bit time consuming, but this whole look was done with some eyeshadow and eyeliner and eyebrow pencils. So all of this is all eyebrow pencils. And then I stuck some fake teeth in. What else? We have some lashes, some little ears. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this really cute glam female werewolf, then just keep on watching. Make sure you subscribe because you won't want to miss out on the other like super easy Halloween looks. This is the third one I've done so far. I've got at least 3 more planned. There's several more, but I'm going to try and do at least 3 more along with some Halloween like eyeshadow tutorials. So you won't want to miss out on those. So yeah, if you want to see how I turned myself into a glamour werewolf with eyebrow pencils, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're here. I have just regular foundation, concealer, and powder. Nothing shimmery like I normally use, just matte. So use whatever foundation you normally use. If you want to go a little darker, you can. Just make sure you take it down your neck. If you want to go lighter, you can. So yeah, we're gonna contour. I did cream contour a little bit down my nose, around in here, and down into my jaw. And then what was left on the brush, I took it underneath. And then everything is set with powder, but we're gonna go in with powder contour. I'm gonna go in with a darker shade. This is just, what is this? The Tarte Clay Play palette. It has just a bunch of matte, you know, and I'm gonna use this on my eyes too. So it's got a bunch of just matte shades. So let me go in here. Let me get my smaller contour brush. I have this. This is a Luxie small contour is what it's called. I'm gonna go in with this darker brown shade, and I'm actually, normal contour would just be kind of right in here. I'm actually gonna go pretty far underneath because we are making a wolf. This is going to be the base for when I go in and do the hairs. So we're going to come in here. It's been a while since I used this. I don't remember how pigmented it is. Okay. So we're going to come in here, and then I'll go in with a lighter shade to kind of help. I am doing that weird fish face so I can see where my, because I want to take it under where my jaw actually is, and then around into the cheek a little bit, because that's going to create, like, it's going to really hollow it out. And high cheekbone werewolves have very like stark features a lot of times, so making sure that's blended. Okay, I'm dabbing in just a little bit because this has some pigmentation to it. Going under the jaw. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this side. Hoping we can, yeah, making weird faces, but again, I want to make sure I'm really underneath where my jaw is. Probably move the mirror over just, and so you can see it's already creating a nice kind of, we got a nice shape happening there. And you can see how much that's already kind of changing the way my face looks, just doing that. And a little dab on the bottom here. Okay, and I'm going to take it in the temples and up in here. You can see how pigmented that brown is. That is a pigmented shade. And then using this small little brushes. So again, I'm taking it pretty far down into the temple area and then trying to blend that across. Again, this is going to give me a nice base for when I go in and add a little hairs. So I'm not using any like costume makeup, I mean, you definitely could, just all doing this with regular makeup. We're doing mostly eyebrow pencils, a couple of eyeliners. Again, I'm going to take, this can be used for eyeshadow too, so this is going to go in my eyes. I really want that temple area defined. Again, you can see we've got a nice shape. So I'm going to, on a little bit bigger brush for contour, I'm going to take this, what is this called? That was Timber that I was using. This is Desert. If anybody's curious what the names are, we're going to dab in here, and that's going to help. Just really blend that out. It's hard for me not to want to use a shimmery bronzer. I'm somebody that normally will go in with a matte contour and then go on top. Even that one's pigmented. That's a light shade. It's been a while since I used this palette. I kind of forget about it. It just kind of sits in my drawer. I'm a pretty heavy contour person, but this is more than what I would normally use. But okay, so we got that, and we are going to contour the nose. And I'm going to go in and make my Cupid's bow a little more pronounced also. So on my nose, we're going to go in, I do have a nose contour brush. This is a skinny, like Morphe G41, but it's the right shape. It's flat. I'm going to go in with the lighter shade, just because I did already put some cream down. Brush it off. I have a towel hanging next to me that I'll use to clean brushes off. I'm going to go underneath. I want a pretty stark nose contour. Normally I don't make it. And then the nose contour, I'm actually going to come in. This is an eyeshadow brush. I don't even know what this is called. This came in like a random set. I use it to deepen up my Cupid's bow. My Cupid's bow is not very pronounced. And instead of getting lip fillers or injections or any of that stuff, which there's nothing wrong with, I just go in, and so you can see that's already a little more pronounced, but I'm actually going to take, because we're doing a canine-esque, I'm going to take that same shade up around my eye socket just a little bit. These brushes are really stiff. I cleaned all my brushes recently and apparently haven't used this one since then. I just feel like that's going to give me a little more canine-esque happening up in here. Okay, so we got the base done. I'm going to go and do this half of my face, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we got half of it done. I didn't really time it, so I don't know how long this took me, but I pretty much just followed where I contoured. So we've made fake hair, and I may take a little bit more back into the hairline, but we got some fur. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So to start off with, and this eyebrow did not push up as much. I took like a clear brow gel and tried to like brush these hairs up in the front. This side did it better than this side, but we'll start with the eyebrows. So I went in, and this was all eyebrow pencils and eyeliner. That's it. So this is a MAC, I don't know what art, Spiked. It's like a darker brown. I did this just so that I could have just my basic shape. this will help me so that my eyebrows look like they're related. So I'm going to come in here. I think I started with a different pencil on the other side and I didn't like it. So I'm just doing straight up, and we want bushy. And if for some reason I end up making this one taller than this side, I can go back and correct it. But just doing single, like little hair strokes. So you can see we've already we're getting a better shape going here already. I don't have much eyebrow, and I was able to get mine to kind of blend in. You could go in with like a glue stick and like blank them out if you wanted to, if you actually have eyebrow. I don't have very much, so I was able to work with what I got. So then I went in, this is a $1 billion brow pencil in Universal. It's chubby. I never use it because I don't have much hair, and this is just going to kind of help fill in underneath so there's not a gap. And then I took this in here some because it was chubby. I figured it would help fill in a little bit more so we're not here for an eternity. And then I have some ColourPop ones. This is in Bangin' Brunette, which is like medium brown, I think. Might be dark brown. I've had this one for a while. I like their eyeliners because they're really creamy and they're skinny and they're inexpensive. And then I went in with Blonde Moment. I think it's like a light brown, which is my normal, like, everyday shade. Oh, I didn't take any black or white. I'll do that on both sides while I'm here. Went in with a little bit of Ulta Beauty's. This is an Ash Taupe. This one I don't know that did a whole lot. Like, I got this side darker, but not really sure how I managed. Maybe I took this more on this side. I'm just gonna try and make them tonally match up. Maybe I took this more in here on, okay, underneath. Yeah, that's better. I think I pushed a little harder when I was doing this side. It's close enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and define the hairs a little bit. So I just have a black Urban Decay eyeliner. I have a bunch of these, like mini Urban Decay, mini Sephora. I used to get the Sephora Play Box. So I have a bunch of these. I haven't had to buy a full-size one yet, but they're really good. So just take those, and then I'm going to take a little bit, I think this, what brand are you? LA Colors. This is just a white. It just helps give some definition. So, okay, we got bushy, wolfy brows. Okay, basically going to do the same thing all over our face. So I'm going to start same colors, and we're just going to work our way around. So again, the MAC, and we're just drawing little hairs all over, just lines, not necessarily hairs, just drawing lines. And they don't have to all be going the exact same direction because we're trying to mimic hair. And then because I contoured already, basically putting this everywhere we contoured, using the contour as a guide. I'm going to come in just a little bit closer near the hair, right there on that side. Into temple and down. Basically having the hair go back because we are a werewolf, but we're a girl werewolf, so we're a manicured werewolf. groomed, I guess that would be the word, groomed werewolf here. You could do more wild hairs if you wanted it to be a little more unkept. And then starting at the jaw, same thing, just drawing lines. This part's not hard at all by any stretch. It's just time consuming. Okay, so we have one eye done. All right, now I'm gonna show you what I did on the other side. It's very, very simple. I don't have any primer on, I just have concealer. I just patted it out. Oh, so it's like, I think I have a lid off. Okay, so again, we're using the same palette. I am gonna dip in with a fluffy brush into this Ember shade up here. Using all mattes, all browns, neutrals. It's weird not using shimmer. I'm a shimmer person and I'm just kind of dragging it out so that it'll have kind of a wing-esque shape. Okay, and then I'm going to come in to, I think I used Journey, which is this light shade over here. I took a little bit of terracotta. I was trying to be really quick, so I just started like throwing it. Throw in this brown, throw in this brown, and then under the brow, I have Solstice and then some of Sand. Okay, and then I decided to put in, oops, I think that was my eyelash tweezer holder thingy, and this Some of Timber, which is the dark brown. Just to kind of deepen up the socket area a little bit. Brush the brush off and go back into Ember, which was the first shade that we used. Just because I don't want the eyes to have some definition, but not necessarily look like there's something on the lid. If that makes sense. This outer corner, I think, needs to deepen up. And then trying just to make sure they match, because there's definitely more of Timber on that side. Just kind of smoking it out. See, I'm not being like super neat about this at all. And then on the lid, we're going to take Instinct, which is right here. Just on a flat brush. And then down in the inner corner, and then I think I had some of Sand on top of it. Just to try and brighten up the inner corner. Some of Solstice on it too. Okay, we'll put some of Sand just to kind of lighten the lid up. Blend this out. We don't want it to look like super put together. And then in the waterline, I have that same like KVD pencil. So this isn't gonna come off. This unprecision liner like is really good. And then I took it a little ways just below, just barely, into the lash line. And then the flat brush that I used on my lid, I took Onyx, which is the black. And that's what we used to set our nose. And I'm just smudging out that liner and setting it at the same time. I want this to look smoked out. I don't know why, but the side that I do on camera always ends up darker. I think because I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that on this side? And then like I know what the finished product looks like, so I go in harder. And we're going to go in with Ember, which is that first shade that we used, just below it. And then I think I used just a little bit of Journey, which was the lighter shade that we started with, just to kind of help blend that out. Okay, so I am going to curl my lashes and put my other lash on, and then we'll do okay. And I forgot to do, I did do a little bit of a wing, just black liner, and then I did do like little triangles, and then I just stopped right here. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm taking a chance doing that because my eyes run so bad and my nose is running, which is a pain because I have black on, but it's a nice little shape. And these are just, these are one of my favorite false lashes. These are the House of Lash. I think they're in Bordeaux, but these are, this pair's on its last leg and I've been trying to like limp them along because they're one of my favorite pairs. So anyways, we got that done. Let's do lips because this video is already going to be a million years long. So I am going to line the bottom. This is a NYX nude liner in Sugar Glass. We're going to do brown on the bottom and black on the top. So, and I'm gonna use the same liner just because the black will cover it up. I actually really like this NYX liner. They're kind of expensive. It's like $8. I ain't got. They're decent and they're creamy and they don't dry out. And I've had this one for like a year, so okay. I feel like I should do the black first, maybe. Maybe we should start with the lighter color. I don't really think this part have my plan of attack here. This is the Always On liquid lipstick. I think it's in Rouge. It's a Smashbox. It's a brown. I don't have many like browns in liquid form. Most of my brown lipsticks are sticks, I discovered. I think I had more, but I went on like a purge a few months ago and got rid of a bunch. Because I had so many liquid lipsticks and I couldn't find anything. I wasn't using them. And then I was stupid and I got rid of like all my blacks. I kept one, and the one that I kept, this one feels like it's starting to dry out, but it'll work for this. I got rid of all my blacks except for one, and it wasn't a good black. So if you watched my normal to goth transformation, you got to hear me complain about, but I bought this one recently. This is Wet n Wild in Shady Witch. I think it's from their Halloween collection last year. This does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but not as much as my Sugar Pill one. And this is a much better formula. Okay. Try not to completely put my lips together so that this dries and doesn't contaminate the around underneath. Just look at this canine-esque look. Now I got the inspiration for this on Instagram. I didn't come up with this on my own. I just looked up werewolf makeup and I found this. Okay, let's hope that's dry enough. So we have that. I am going to put my fangs in. I'll talk to you about those when I come back. I will do something with my hair. I have some ears and we'll have the final look. Okay, so I stuck some little ears on. These are actually my daughter's. These are Chase from Paw Patrol. I was looking through stuff in her room and I was like, oh, I could totally use those and do a werewolf. And then I ordered some fangs. This was a 3-pack. It's called Vampire Fangs. Their size is 13 millimeter, 15, and 17. I think these are the small ones. I literally used caramel. I have a Werther's Original that I like, because there's like stuff to do the like the molding, but it was going to take me like a half an hour. I didn't prep very well, so I literally have them stuck in with caramel, but it looks really cute. The picture on Instagram, if you didn't want to buy the fake teeth, she actually like drew the white teeth on the lips and it looked really cute, but I have these. I am going to do a vampire look, so I figured I would just get the 3-pack. It was really cheap on Amazon, so this is what the box looks like. But yeah, so I had little canine teeth and I think it looks really cute, and I just pulled some hair. My little like, my hair is a mess in the back, so we're not going to look at that, but it looks cute from the front, and I really, really like it. So far, I think this is my 3rd look that I've done in this Halloween series this year, and so far this is my favorite. Like, I think it's really, really cute. It's like a very glam female werewolf. I feel like it doesn't even look like me, and then I can taste caramel in my mouth, so don't judge me. Like I said, I didn't prep the teeth, and I was gonna have to spend like a half an hour to boil water and melt the stuff, and yeah, so I just like, do I have anything sticky that I can shove in there, because they just need to stay for like 10 minutes. If I was gonna go out to a party and we were gonna go out, I obviously would take the time and mold them and do all of that, but yeah, I wish my teeth were this white, but this is really cute. I like it. Let me know what you guys thought, because again, this was eyeshadow and brow pencils. I did add a little bit of blush. What blush did I use? This was another Tarte. This is the blush in Party, just a little bit, and a little bit here, just because this is a cute glamour-esque werewolf. It wasn't as drugstore as my last one, so I do apologize, but yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you are subscribed before you leave, because I have several more videos. There's going to be a vampire. I'm going to do a version of Minnie Mouse that's going to be a little bit scary. Hopefully that turns out, and a few more. So yeah, you won't want to miss out on those, along with some Halloween. The caramel's starting to melt. Along with some other like Halloween eyeshadow, so you won't want to miss out on that. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And hopefully I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.